Most people believe that their future is shaped by circumstances. But the truth is that circumstances often follow the direction of their thinking. Every great achievement begins long before anyone sees the results. It starts with a single thought that grows into a belief, influences decisions, and eventually becomes reality through consistent action. Your mind works like a compass. Whatever you focus on repeatedly becomes the direction your life naturally follows. If your attention is fixed on fear, failure, and limitations, you will hesitate, avoid opportunities, and settle for less than you're capable of achieving. On the other hand, if you consistently focus on growth, possibilities, and solutions, your mind begins searching for ways to make those possibilities real. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist. It means choosing to respond with confidence instead of doubt. Every day, you are having an internal conversation with yourself. Those quiet thoughts determine whether you step forward or hold yourself back. Replace statements like, "I can't do this," with, "I can learn how to do this." That small shift changes your attitude, and your attitude changes your actions. Successful people are not free from negative thoughts. They simply refuse to let those thoughts control their decisions. They train themselves to think differently, especially when life becomes difficult. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. The seed grows because it receives consistent care, not because someone wishes for it to become a tree overnight. Your thoughts are those seeds. Every positive belief you nurture, every encouraging word you repeat, and every purposeful decision you make is watering the future you want to create. Over time, these small mental habits become powerful actions, and those actions produce meaningful results. When you take control of your thinking, you begin taking control of your direction. And once your direction changes, your destination eventually changes as well. Believing in yourself is an essential first step, but belief alone has never built a successful business, earned a degree, written a book, or transformed a life. Confidence becomes valuable only when it inspires consistent action. Many people spend years talking about their dreams, visualizing success, and hoping for the perfect opportunity, yet they never take the first meaningful step. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not the size of their dreams. It is their willingness to act on those dreams every single day. Every worthwhile goal demands effort, patience, and discipline. There will be days when motivation is high, and there will be days when you feel like giving up. It is during those difficult moments that discipline becomes more important than motivation. Small actions performed consistently create results that occasional bursts of enthusiasm never can. Reading one chapter every day leads to knowledge. Saving a little money every month builds financial security. Practicing a skill regularly leads to mastery. Success is rarely the result of one giant leap. It is usually the outcome of thousands of small, intentional steps taken over time. Mistakes and failures should not discourage you because they are part of the learning process. Every expert was once a beginner who made countless errors before developing confidence and competence. Instead of fearing failure, treat it as valuable feedback that shows you what to improve. Action creates experience, and experience creates wisdom. The more you move forward, the more capable you become. Waiting until you feel completely ready often means waiting forever, because confidence grows through action, not before it. Start with what you have, use the resources available to you, and improve as you go. Your dreams deserve more than hopeful thoughts. They deserve committed effort. When belief is supported by daily learning, disciplined habits, and persistent action, progress becomes inevitable. The combination of a clear vision and consistent execution is what turns ordinary ambitions into extraordinary achievements, proving that lasting success belongs to those who not only believe, but also do. Every person faces obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected challenges, but the way you choose to see them determines how you respond. Some people look at a problem and immediately see reasons why something cannot be done. Others look at the same situation and begin asking, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I solve it?" That simple difference in perspective often separates progress from stagnation. Your mind is constantly searching for evidence to support your dominant thoughts. If you focus on difficulties, you will notice more reasons to feel discouraged. If you focus on possibilities, your creativity awakens, and you begin discovering solutions that were always there, but previously ignored. This doesn't mean pretending that problems don't exist. It means refusing to let problems become the center of your thinking. Every challenge carries within it an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. History is filled with people who transformed setbacks into stepping stones because they chose to focus on what they could control instead of complaining about what they could not. When one door closes, they begin looking for another instead of standing in front of the closed door, hoping it will open again. Opportunities rarely arrive with perfect timing or complete certainty. They often appear disguised as hard work, unexpected change, or difficult decisions. That's why a prepared and optimistic mind recognizes possibilities where others see inconvenience. Develop the habit of asking better questions whenever life becomes difficult. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this situation teaching me?" Instead of saying, "This is impossible," ask, "What is one step I can take today?" These questions shift your attention from frustration to action. The people who achieve remarkable success are not those who experience the fewest obstacles, but those who refuse to let obstacles define their future. By training yourself to focus on opportunities instead of limitations, you strengthen resilience, build confidence through action, and create momentum that carries you beyond temporary setbacks toward lasting success and continuous personal growth. The environment you live in has a powerful influence on the person you become, whether you realize it or not. The people you spend time with, the conversations you engage in, the books you read, the content you consume, and the habits you repeat every day are shaping your mindset. Growth rarely happens by accident. It happens when you intentionally place yourself in an environment that challenges you to think bigger, aim higher, and become better. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, criticism, and excuses, those attitudes will slowly become part of your own thinking. On the other hand, when you spend time with people who are positive, disciplined, and committed to improvement, their mindset begins to influence yours. Success is often contagious because determination, optimism, and high standards inspire similar qualities in others. This is why choosing your circle carefully is one of the most important decisions you can make. Your environment extends beyond the people around you. It includes the information you feed your mind every day. Reading books that expand your knowledge, listening to educational content, and learning from experienced individuals can transform the way you think and make decisions. Every piece of useful information becomes another tool that helps you solve problems and recognize opportunities. Your physical surroundings also matter. A clean, organized workspace encourages focus and productivity, while constant disorder can create distractions and reduce motivation. Small changes in your daily surroundings can have a surprisingly large impact on your habits and performance. Remember that habits are easier to build when your environment supports them. If you want to read more, keep books within reach. If you want to exercise, make it convenient. If you want to stay positive, reduce the time you spend with constant negativity. Success is not only about personal determination, it is also about creating conditions that make success more likely. When you intentionally build an environment filled with encouragement, learning, discipline, and purpose, you make it easier to stay focused on your goals and much harder to drift away from the future you truly want. Gratitude is one of the most powerful attitudes you can develop because it changes the way you see your life without changing your circumstances overnight. Many people believe they will be grateful once they become successful, wealthy, or accomplished. In reality, the opposite is often true. People who practice gratitude consistently are more likely to notice opportunities, build stronger relationships, and remain motivated during difficult times. Gratitude shifts your attention from what is missing to what is already present, creating a mindset of abundance instead of scarcity. When you appreciate the progress you have made, no matter how small, you gain the confidence to keep moving forward. Instead of comparing yourself to others and feeling discouraged, you begin measuring your growth against the person you were yesterday. This creates a healthier perspective and allows you to celebrate every step of improvement. Gratitude also strengthens resilience. Life will always present challenges, disappointments, and unexpected setbacks. But a grateful person learns to find lessons even in difficult experiences. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to develop patience, wisdom, and character. This doesn't mean pretending that pain doesn't exist. It means refusing to let hardship erase the blessings that still remain. Another remarkable benefit of gratitude is the effect it has on your relationships. People naturally enjoy being around those who appreciate their efforts, express sincere thanks, and recognize the value others bring into their lives. Gratitude builds trust, deepens connections, and creates an atmosphere where encouragement replaces criticism. It also keeps pride in check, reminding you that every achievement is supported by countless lessons, opportunities, and people who contributed along the way. Make gratitude a daily habit by acknowledging the good things in your life, whether they are large or small. Appreciate your health, your family, your skills, your experiences, and even the challenges that help you grow. A grateful mind remains hopeful during uncertainty and confident during adversity. When gratitude becomes part of your character, you begin attracting better opportunities, stronger relationships, and a deeper sense of purpose because you are focused on possibilities instead of limitations. And that perspective transforms the way you live each day. Many people spend their lives chasing success, believing that it is something they must catch before someone else does. They search for shortcuts, lucky breaks, and perfect opportunities, hoping that one day everything will suddenly fall into place. But lasting success doesn't come to those who simply pursue it. It comes to those who become worthy of it. The real question is not, how can I get more success? But what kind of person must I become to achieve and sustain it? Every goal requires a certain level of character, discipline, knowledge, and responsibility. If you develop those qualities, success becomes a natural outcome rather than a constant struggle. Begin by improving yourself every day, even in small ways. Read books that expand your thinking. Learn new skills that increase your value, and practice habits that strengthen your discipline. Keep the promises you make to yourself, because self-trust is built one decision at a time. Be reliable, honest, and willing to do the work even when no one is watching. These qualities may not bring instant rewards, but they build a foundation that can support long-term achievement. Success that comes without personal growth is often temporary, while success built on strong character has the power to last. Develop patience, because meaningful progress takes time. Stay humble, because there is always something new to learn. Accept responsibility for your choices, instead of blaming circumstances or other people. Every challenge you overcome adds strength to your character, and every lesson you learn prepares you for greater opportunities. Remember that people are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate integrity, confidence, kindness, and consistent effort. Employers trust them, customers respect them, friends admire them, and leaders rely on them. As you become more valuable, your influence and opportunities naturally increase. Instead of asking life to give you more, focus on becoming more. Become wiser, stronger, more disciplined, and more compassionate. When your personal growth becomes your highest priority, Success is no longer something you desperately chase. It becomes the natural result of who you are, the habits you practice every day, and the value you consistently bring to the world.